What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into another complexion corner. So if you all remember during the Sephora sale that recently came up before the one that started December 2nd, because I'm filming this on December 3rd, I bought a couple of complexion things. I didn't buy a whole lot, and then I ended up buying the Sigma powders to finally try out because I think they were like 50% off or buy one get one free or something like that, to where I got a couple of shades to use on my face. So I figured we could talk about those things, and I've excessively tried them out. So I have a couple of primers, I have a couple of foundation powders, I have a couple of setting powders, and I have a concealer. So without further ado, let's get into it, girl, because you know, y'all know me, I can sit here and talk forever. So I got the Gucci Mattifying Primer Shine Control. I was actually talking to Stephanie or Babs Beauty here on YouTube about this, because she was, no, I was talking to her about it on TikTok. So she had posted a TikTok saying she didn't like this primer, and I was like, well, did you get the mattifying one? You know we oily. And so she was like, she thought she had grabbed that one, but she had grabbed the original one instead, the one that Morgan Turner really likes. So I was talking to her about this one, and I was like, well, are you gonna get that one? And she was like, I think she said she's gonna get it during the sale. I don't know if she actually remembered to get it or not. I need to message her and ask her if she's gonna get it during like this sale that's going on now, since I don't remember seeing it in her haul when she did her haul for Sephora. Don't quote me though, I might have overlooked it, so I'm gonna go watch that video, and if she didn't, then I'm gonna ask her if she got it or if she's gonna get it during this sale. But I've been really enjoying it. It's not exceptional. I don't feel like it does a absolutely wonderful job of mattifying, but with all fairness, you all have to remember I'm still wearing a mask. I promised my mom I would wear the mask, so I just go ahead and do it for her mainly, because plus winter is coming up and they say the flu is gonna be really bad and it might make COVID cases go back up again. So just to be on the safe side, I was like, I'm gonna keep wearing the mask. So it hasn't been doing an exceptional job because I have to wear the mask, but I still feel like it does a pretty good job, and I like it. I mean, I'm not gonna say bad at full price. I bought it on sale myself, so that shows what my concern was for it. I'm usually more concerned about blurring primers, because at the end of the day, it's like I can always use the Yummy Skin, and I know that that's gonna help with the oils and sebum and whatnot that's going on the skin. So this one is nice. It feels like a nice little skincare moment that you put on your face, and it does a good job of mattifying for a decent amount of time. So if you wanted to splurge on something bougie, I'd say go ahead and get it on a sale, but like don't pay regular price for it, because I don't think it's worth all that, girl. It's not worth all that. Okay, so next one I have to talk about, let's get this other primer out the way. Now this one was a recommendation from Stephanie or Babs Beauty here on YouTube. This is the Glowish by Huda Beauty Blur Jam. Now when she described this thing, I was like, whoa, Stephanie, what? She said it's like this weird skincare thing that like melts into your skin, but like after having tried it, I see what she's talking about, like with the texture and everything. It does have that weird consistency to it. I've been enjoying it. I feel like it does a nice job. I like the Cali Ray one just a little bit better than this one. I think it's because I have to scoop it out of a jar, and I'm not feeling the whole, you have to make sure the seal is tight to scoop it out the jar, but that doesn't make it bad. Like it does good. It looks amazing. It does blur out your pores very nicely. It's just more of, I prefer to have one in a squeeze tube or with a pump like with this, and since this one you have to, like, you know, scoop out of a jar like the Tatcha water cream and make sure you have this whole situation going on. I'm like, look, I'm just trying to pump some out, rub it on my face and go. I don't want this whole extra spatula thing and all that. So with this one, it's not that it's bad, because it is good, just like she said. It's just, you know, but the Cali Ray one, I could just squirt it out, rub it on my face and go, and I like them about equally. So I would just say I prefer the Cali Ray over that one. So that's just my personal thing, but I told you the reason why. Next I have the Milk Future Fluid All Over Cream Concealer. I have the shade 20 Olive. So when this first came out, I meant to grab it. I forgot what didn't happen where I didn't grab it. I think I just wasn't excited or hyped about it. Like I said, ever since I tried the one that's supposed to be the eyeshadow primer or help prime the concealer underneath your eyes, I was traumatized. So I was like, I don't even want to like really look at them like that. I did try the mattifying primer from them though, and I actually like that a whole lot. So spoiler alert, that's gonna be in my favorites of 2022 video as well. But with this, I like it enough. It does a good job. It's not anything crazy exceptional, and the fact that it's only, what is it, 0.28 ounces, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't give as much concealer as other concealers do. I may be wrong, because I've never really looked at them. I guess it's just the shape for me, and then like this fat wide little hole, and then it gets really messy in there. If you can't see, it's like really messy because you have to pull it out, and then it pops out all along the sides and everywhere. So I don't like how messy this one is, but it does an okay job. I have concealers I like better in my collection. I wouldn't say this is one of the worst concealers I tried this year. I have the box underneath the bed full of products that are worst things to try this year, and I'm gonna try to film that when I get off work tomorrow, or wait till Monday night when I get off work so I can go pick up my strawberry shortcake, film the intro to that, and then the worst products, and then I can put them back or sell them or do whatever I'm gonna feel like doing with them. But I'm just kind of neutral about it. I mean, it's okay, it's not exceptional. I have other concealers I like better. Like I said, I like the Charlotte Tilbury one better than this one. So it's just like, it's nice, but I'm not like over the moon crazy about it, basically. So next I have, this was another recommendation by Stephanie or Bath Beauty here on YouTube. This is the One Size Turn Up the Base Versatile Foundation Powder. I got the shade Dark 4G, so it's Dark 4 Golden. I don't know why it took me so long to get on the bandwagon to try this, because it's like, I know Patrick Starr is known for his, you know, powders. I live for a powder from him. We was all chasing the MAC powder down, trying to get it. I'm still hoarding mine because I hear his powder, like for underneath the eye, isn't as good as the MAC powder he came out with. So I'm still hoarding mine, but I do have the one for the face, and I think he did a good job with his own powder. It's not the same as the MAC one, obviously, but it gets the job done. Controls the oil and handles all that, because Patrick is known for powder. So why it took me so long to get on this train, I don't know. I think it's because I had mixed feelings about the foundation when I first tried it out, because I felt like it was kind of thick, and I didn't necessarily like the way it looked on the skin, or I didn't like necessarily applying it. It ended up looking nice on the face at the end of the day, but when I tried it out initially, I was just like, it's kind of giving thickness. It's kind of giving a whole bunch of not whatever. I remember I was on vacation when I had to buy that too, and then I had to film in the bathroom the intro and the outro and all that stuff, and it was just a whole thing. But back to this One Size product. So I've used this for a little while. I actually really like it. It actually is similar to another powder I have in my collection. So y'all will see it in a overrated versus underrated coming soon, because I feel like we don't really talk about that powder nearly as much as we should compared to this one. I feel like Andrea Montanaro is the only person I really still talking about that powder, but I see everybody talking about this powder, or at least talking about this brand more than that other brand. But that brand has been out for a while, and it's been like a snooze fest from them, so that's why. But this is definitely worth the hype and the price. As usual, Stephanie was right. I mean, I don't ever doubt her. When she says it, I'm just like, okay, just take the money. I'm not gonna ask questions, just take the money. Next, I have the Dior Forever Natural Velvet Long Wear Compact Foundation, Natural Matte Perfection, Concentrated and Floral Skincare. So I got my shade 6N. If you don't know, when it comes to Dior products, I always wear the shade 6N, 6 Neutral. I always try to get a neutral one when it comes to them, as opposed to getting a, you know, warm tone or a cool tone, just because I feel like their neutrals work best for my skin tone. Now, when I saw this powder, I was terrified, because, you know, it doesn't look as orange on camera as it does in person, but honey, it was giving orange, it was giving ash. I mean, not ash, but you know, it was giving orange. It was giving, I'm going to look like an Oompa Loompa after I put this on. It was giving all that, and I was terrified once I got it like in person. Because on the website, it doesn't look like that. But when you get into person, it's giving orange, just like all their foundations give orange. And with their foundations, I know for a fact I have to put like a yellow pigment in. So I was concerned about getting this one, because I was like, I don't know if that's going to work, because, you know, their foundations always give a horrible situation. Which is why I didn't buy this when it initially came out to review, because I was like, I don't want to be out here looking orange again. Dior be out here disrespecting me if it's not Dior backstage. It always looks orange and crazy, and I always have to do stuff to fix it. And it's like, because it would have been an orange powder, I'm like, I don't even know how to fix this. Do I put like a yellow powder on top of it to try to smooth it out? Like, what do you do to fix this? I don't know. But it turns out it blended into the skin nicely, and I didn't have that issue that I thought I was gonna have. So it turned out being a really nice powder. I like it better than the loose powder I have from Dior. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm actually probably gonna go ahead and declutter it, just because they don't even sell it anymore. So it's not like you all can get it, and I probably shouldn't be using it if you all can't get it. So it'll be a nice Christmas present to my cousins, or maybe you can buy it off my Mercari. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with it yet. I just know it needs to leave my collection, because they don't sell it anymore, which means you can't get it. And if you can't get it, I don't need to be, you know, hoarding it, because it's not something I can compare or use for anything. So the last thing I have are these setting powders from Sigma. So we have, these are called the Soft Focus Setting Powders. I have the shade Honey here. I know this is Karen's shade. I think this is the shade Karen uses all over her face, though. This is one I use underneath my eyes, and I have the shade Cinnamon to use all over my face. Y'all sleeping on Sigma products. Honey, these powders, they are amazing. These powders look so, well, soft focus, like they say, on the skin. They give a nice airbrush effect. They give, you know, like that, I guess a natural satin finish, I would personally call it. and it just looks beautiful on the skin. These are just beautiful, beautiful products. They only give you 0.35 ounces, so I don't know why I feel like there's powders that give me more than that. Let me open this cute little drawer real quick and find out, girl. Okay, so I got a Too Faced powder sitting here right at the top, so let's see how much is in here. Yeah, see, the Too Faced one has 0.56 in it, and those have 0.35, so I feel like they give you a little bit less than the average powder. Besides all this, let me grab one more powder. Oh no, this is the same amount as the Urban Decay All Nighter Translucent powder. This has 35 ounces in it too. So I guess it depends on the brand, how much powder you're gonna get, girl. I don't know, but I'm happy with my purchase. I would actually say I think these are worth the regular price. I think these are $32. But like I said, during Black Friday is when I bought mine, because I wasn't sure about how their face products were going to be, and I didn't want to like have to get 2 of them and then it'd be a higher price and then I'm not be necessarily excited about it. But now, having tried these, I know I can buy it at a regular price and it'll be fine, because I know the quality is going to be there. So I definitely recommend these Sigma powders, and since I feel like Sigma has a decent amount of sales, a lot of the time you should just go ahead and try to get your hands on these when you see a sale that you like well enough to buy, or when they send that coupon in your DM, because you know how they send you, not DM, in your email. You know how they send the coupons in email sometimes. They're like, oh, we miss you, here's 15% off or something like that. If they send something like that, then I'd recommend that you try it out, because I think it's an exceptional product. And spoiler alert, that's going to be in my favorites of 2022 as well. So those are all the things I had to talk about in this Complexion Corner. There shouldn't be another Complexion Corner till next year, because you got to think people aren't really releasing foundations and stuff like that till like spring comes again as a general rule. So I'm feeling like I'm not gonna have a whole bunch of complexion to talk about, so I figured we can round out the year with these Complexion Corner things, and then, you know, we'll roll into 2023 with some new complexion when it starts popping out. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.